Video today, we're talking about Aerodrome finance. It's up around 8% over the last day, which again is positive. Last 7 days it's up 7%, but you can see this increase in price here. Previous day, last 48 hours or so, like the first 20 hours of the last 48, it was down here in the red. Last month, up 12%. And again, last year, if you zoom out, very healthy looking chart. I continue to kind of say that and talk about that. 1 year chart is very similar to the all-time chart. It's actually identical. Because again, I mean, actually, it's like a little over 1 year, so you can see like the slight difference in this range here in the 1 year to all-time high chart. Because again, it really has only literally been like over 1 year, but 1,400% over last year. Holder count absolutely massive, 210,000 holders of Aerodrome. Again, doesn't just continues to not surprise me. I want to talk about how again, I feel like I thought about this the other day, is like when I make these Aerodrome videos, or when I do talk about Aerodrome or any sort of Aerodrome content, it's it mainly like falls into me talking about base and how bullish I am on the base, just layer 2 in general, which is actually interesting because again, if base continues to move and operate and expand the way they are expanding right now, then it obviously means great things for Aerodrome, because Aerodrome is like stacked on top of base, right? And therefore base is stacked on top of Coinbase, etc. So like if we see base continue to do what they're doing and grow and expand, then Aerodrome is just going to benefit greatly from it. That's why like I find when myself talking about Aerodrome, I am talking mentioning base just quite a bit. But you can see here, like Phantom is rolling out base to everyone on base is rolling out on Phantom. You can now swap tokens between base and Solana. Access your favorite DeFi and NFT apps, buy ETH and USDC on base inside your wallet. And this is huge, right? People are talking about this multi-chain crypto wallet, Phantom, now live on Coinbase's base layer 2 network. This move could bring more users to Phantom's wallet services, and little partnerships like this, little I want to say like catalysts like this, do have an impact on Aerodrome, right? Because it's just like the chain reaction of things like this, or just catalysts or news like this moving prices on cryptos, and especially like Aerodrome, right? Because it is so closely tied to base. Things like this are obviously huge. Again, I'll put links to all of these like these tweets and these articles in the description below this video. But again, things like this do benefit Aerodrome greatly. And again, it just goes back to what I was saying about how base can have these bullish catalysts and essentially do all this work that it benefits Aerodrome in the back end, even if not in the immediate, in the micro. In the macro, it is benefiting Aerodrome tremendously. Again, you can see this tweet here. Again, shout out to Wagman Alexander on Twitter. Huge, I mean, he's like one of the faces, in my opinion, of Aerodrome on Twitter. I think he's actually like an official contributor. But the last 30 days on Aerodrome, Aero emissions 37 million, Aero locks 17 million. So an equivalent of about 46% of emissions are being locked and removed from the circulating supply. Voting reward outpacing net emissions. So the rewards, right? We talked about it, and he's replying to this tweet here. VE Aero voters receive 100% of the total rewards generated by the DEX and Aero incentives power bases on-chain economy. From the very beginning, very beginning, I said, if you go back to like the first video I ever made on Aerodrome, I think I mentioned like the benefits, or the rewards and the voting rewards specifically on Aerodrome are bar none, and I think that was going to legitimize Aerodrome immediately, and that's really what happened. And even a year later, after Aerodrome has grown 1,400% over the last year, we are seeing still just the rewards just be massive and continue to be huge, and a huge attributing factor to people remaining and keeping Aerodrome as their central liquidity marketplace, right? In general, and it being like the leading and the only really central trading liquidity marketplace on base. I also want to share this here. Again, shout out to AIXBT_agent. Huge. Just like when you think about this type of stuff, and then you understand how big Coinbase is, and how big Coinbase is going to continue to be, right? Like there's national television commercials, Coinbase every single day. watching basketball game, you'll see a Coinbase commercial. Coinbase Ventures allocated 7.9 million to Aero last week, while most were distracted by memes. The largest institutional position taken in Base's ecosystem this month. Coinbase Ventures, right, is going to continue to buy, and they have been continuing to buy Aerodrome, right? And then you see here, Coinbase, this is just more bullish news as far as Coinbase Base. They launched an autonomous on-chain agent framework for Base blockchain. Coinbase launched a new framework called Based Agent that enables users to create their own AI-powered crypto agent, right? I mean, I'm not going to get deep into this, but I mean, just read this first sentence. It's massive, right? Like, and for Aerodrome, again, to be the central liquidity trading marketplace hub on Base, trickle-down effect is real, guys. Trickle-down effect is absolutely real. Pause the video, take a look at this tweet as well. Again, I'll put a link to this tweet in the description. Shout out to AIXBT_agent again. Shout out to Phantom. Shout out to Wagman Alexander. Again, please drop a like on this video, guys. Hit that subscribe button, and as always, have a great day.